Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys, could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate it. Now, with that being said, I hope everybody is having a great day or a great night wherever you guys are watching this from. Today, I have a lot of things to talk about. Before I fully jump into this video, though, I do just really quickly want to talk to you guys about a few things that are happening within crypto, and I want you all to be aware of it. So right now, we are seeing possible cyber attacks rolling through crypto exchanges. We did see currency.com, get, basically attacked after it was suspended, in terms of Russia, right? Now, what are the major issues with this? So, as we know, there's a lot of crypto exchanges that have, attempted to, suspend, operations in Russia. With cyber attacks happening with a lot of these exchanges, you never know what is going to exactly happen. We also did see a DeFi attack. There was a DeFi exploit with Beanstalk Farms, an Ethereum-based stablecoin protocol. Now, this was $182 million that was exploited. I want you all right now to go check out Ledger. If you haven't already, I trust them, I live by them, I utilize their products. They are incredible in terms of what they have been doing for the crypto community. No, I'm not sponsored by them. No, I'm not paid to talk about them. But I do have a referral link that I do, I am an affiliate of. Now, of course, you don't need to utilize my link at all, but if you are going to be getting a Ledger, go to ledger.com. That way you avoid third-party tampering of these devices. Yes, they can be tampered with if you buy from Amazon and so forth, but guys, they are truly the most secure devices for your crypto needs. And honestly, it is a one place for all your crypto needs. You guys can buy, exchange. It's pretty much everything. It's honestly an incredible way to do so. So definitely go check it out if you guys haven't already. Links are down in the description below as well as in the comments below. And I just want you guys to make sure that you are secure in your crypto. This is where I hold my XRP. I don't have it on exchanges. Exchanges are the epitome of course, crypto attacks. So with this in mind, let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So obviously we are up about 1.93% on the overall crypto market cap. We did see Bitcoin have that violent spring action from about 38.almost 8K to about almost 41.2K. This is pretty significant, but honestly, when we are talking about this current market, I think that we are nearing the massive rally point, and we're going to be addressing why. So first off, let's jump over to the total 2. So this I have been watching closely. I believe that we are at a complete reset. We are in a major reset. Why? Well, look at the total 2 in terms of the structure being built out. We are at significant resistance against all odds in terms of the EMAs. Now, while we are looking at these EMAs, look at back in October, right? This is that September-October timeframe where we were kind of locked under major resistance at around the same fib level that we are at currently, which is the 382, which we, almost peaked down to. And this led to a major rally for altcoins. I think the altcoin market is nearing that turning point. RSI, by the way, bottomed out perfectly at around the same point that we did during that, end of September before we had that major rally point. I'm watching this very closely as we kind of trade sideways here in terms of the RSI against the moving average, awaiting that major breakout event on the RSI. If we can break above this, it's going to be pretty significant. I know that we've broken up above it before, but just the current level that we are bouncing off of tells me that the bottom is in for Bitcoin, similar to what we did see back in March when we went on that nice run to almost, the next fib level here, which is the 618 at about 1.28 trillion. So watch the total 2 closely as it is showing signs of strength for altcoins. On the weekly, you could also kind of see that similar structure being built out, comparing it to, again, September, where we have that nice support being built on the 50-day EMA. Back here, it was more so the 10-day EMA. It was strong support that followed by that nice rally to the upside. Now, of course, I'm going to be watching this closely during the next few days, but it does look like, again, the total 2 is ready, especially on the weekly in terms of RSI bouncing off of that moving average, which, by the way, we are looking like we are printing that same exact picture of that crossing event that led to a bullish breakout event. So again, pay attention to things that are happening right now within the RSI compared to the charts for the total 2. Now, as we are looking at this, I do want to talk to you guys about institutional demand behind crypto. So we actually do see here, again, this is that crypto liquidity hub from Ripple. Businesses that want to use crypto effectively will need a trusted one-stop shop for buying, selling, and holding digital assets. Learn how Ripple Liquidity Hub will accelerate crypto-driven business models. Now, as we are looking at this, I want you all to understand that as we do see more and more demand growing behind crypto, what also is a growing factor? It's DeFi, focused institutional demand, but we also see institutions looking to offer their clients crypto as well. In fact, we just seen Goldman Sachs come out and say, we have a huge flood of client interest and people wanting to experiment with crypto. A lot of these financial institutions and hedge funds do have a major demand behind crypto interest. But also, I just quoted Kevin Cage. Shout out to Kevin Cage. Incredible individual. If you guys don't watch him already, you should definitely be watching him. But we just here, I love that Kevin Cage keeps it conservative. But in my opinion, I see the crypto market cap expanding well beyond $50 trillion by 2030. Adoption is growing, and there is one remaining barrier between crypto and massive amounts of capital. Regulations, and they are coming. This is going to open the floodgates for institutional capital to flow into this market at a massive rate. And we did see, Kevin Cage quoting this. Basically, it's talking about companies hiring for crypto jobs. There is so many of them. A lot of these are financial institutions. A lot of these are also, fintech companies. But also, there's other companies like Hulu, Nike, Intel. I mean, these are some high-tier names. Bank of America is also a name that is on the leading list. MasterCard, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan. I mean, guys, the list goes on. And we do see here, it's obvious that the total crypto market cap will surpass $10 trillion this decade. Wish we had one more chance to buy back when we only had a $100 billion market cap, up almost 20x since then over the past few years alone. Guys, crypto is constantly growing, it's constantly expanding, and it's constantly being the spotlight of major use cases. This is going to continue to grow like this. As we see more and more demand from a lot of these areas within finance, within, even DeFi, right? DeFi is a huge critical area, especially within finance, that a lot of these financial institutions are trying to focus on and see what they could achieve with it. We also see the metaverse and NFTs continuing to grow. NFTs alone, I've told you guys, tokenization is going to be a huge selling point for financial institutions when you look at fractionalized real estate and things like that. Like, that is such a huge selling point, and I've always said tokenization is probably one of the most critical use cases that have ever came into the space forever now. It is probably one of the only use case areas that haven't gotten a spotlight on it until just recently with NFTs. And NFTs in terms of JPEGs are just the beginning. I've told you guys this with HODL. As we see healthcare continuing to grow out in terms of, digital privacy, right? We look at digital IDs in terms of tokenization, but we also look at patient data and privacy logs like that being tokenized so that that is in a secure manner, but it's easily achievable in terms of, reading and viewing those documents from a healthcare specialist. That is going to be a streamlined process of the healthcare market. But this is also use cases that are going to streamline other industries globally that is going to touch base on almost every single, we'll talk about for example, the typical individual, right? When we look at the retail market, all of this will flood into the retail market at a massive scale where individuals are going to be utilizing crypto technology in almost every single industry without even knowing it. That's what I have been talking to you guys about for a very long time. This is also why I do see this market exceeding that $10 trillion valuation by at least 2030. So this market's going to grow astronomically. Now, also, we do see here, what happens to crypto and gold if the Fed raises its inflation target from 2% to 3%? They both go higher. Listen closely to this.
So what would force them to change their target, and what would that target be?
So what will force them to change that target is the recognition that by being so late, they can't get to that target and that credibility is threatened. They will also worry that by hitting the brakes too hard, they may push this economy not just into a short-term recession, but into a longer-term recession. And they will be very tempted, and lots of people will push them to raise that target from 2 to 3 as a way out. Now, that's not going to be an easy way out, and it's going to be incredibly controversial. But that's what you get when you waited too long to recognize what inflation is and to take action. We should have started QT last year. We didn't, and we're now bearing the consequences of the Fed being so late.
Okay, Mohammed, if you're right and they do that, what happens to gold and what happens to crypto on that day?
They both go higher in a world like that.
Mohammed Alarian.
And there you guys have it. When we look at crypto, as the economy is reaching an uncertainty point, and I've been addressing this for a while now, even in regards not only just to the total 2, right? The total 2 is obviously putting a pretty good, bullish pattern. But I've been addressing the dollar. Okay, I've been talking to you guys about the dollar. Does this look sustainable at all to you guys? We are nearing that breakout point above almost March 2020 highs, while inflation is being talked about around the entire town. Okay? Look at the level of the RSI right now in terms of the dollar. We are nearing that overbought area, the highest point that we've been at since going back as far as like December of 2021 before we had that nice cascading factor. But also it's the highest level that we've been at since going back to 2015. Mind you, while this is a major situation to look at, and maybe this is a little bit concerning, maybe individuals right now are concerned about the crypto market, maybe people are kind of getting bored, maybe you guys are saying, this thing's going nowhere. That is exactly the sentiment around crypto before things truly move. And when I look at the dollar, we are near our local top. I do believe that we either reject from our current level or we reject from this resistance level up here at about almost 102 to almost 103 exact. And followed up by this, we will see that cascading factor on the dollar valuation. And at the same time, I do believe that we will see something similar to this inflation target from the Fed, raising it from 2 to 3% at around the same time, which will cause a massive impulse throughout the entire crypto market. So with that being said, prepare yourselves, buckle up, because things are going to move rapidly very, very soon. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.